All right, today I want to talk about the creative process. Like a lot of us, we get writer's block, or we get sort of anxiety about failing. And we get all the self-doubt, and I just want to let you know, first off, that's normal. And then I want to give you a couple of tips that I've learned to kind of hack the process, hack your brain to bypass that block process. We each have a creator inside of us, all enthusiasm, all sorts of ideas, and really helpful getting into flow. Then we also have an editor in our brain. Editor, again, super helpful at taking the thing the creator made and tweaking it and fixing it and upgrading it and making it amazing. But they each need to take their turns, okay? The editor needs to be told to park it, can it, shut up, and go away for a while so the creator can make his thing, because you can't create with that editor sitting on your shoulder telling you this is going to suck, this is terrible, I can't believe you chose that word, I can't believe you painted that picture with that color, this is horrifying. He's got to park it, can it, and stow it, all right? Some of the best pieces of advice I've got are like Annie Lamott saying, write 2 crappy pages a day. Something about getting going, just start, just type, just get your hands moving is helpful. And for me, the way to do that is to make it not count. Look at the trash can and look at the delete folder on your computer and say, it doesn't matter. It's not even nobody's ever going to see it if it ends up sucking. I'm just going to delete it. And I just want to let you know, everybody's creative process involves like this. Like this is how the stages go. It goes, step 1, this is awesome. Step 2, this is crap. Step 3, I am crap. Step 4, I guess this is okay. Step 5, this is awesome. So we go through that process. My wife will hear me writing a sermon, and halfway through, it's Saturday night, and she says, how's it going? And I say, it's terrible, and I'm terrible, and everything sucks. And she goes, well, just preach on something different. And I look at her and I go, get behind me, Satan. I'm just in the middle of the process. Give me some time. So the way to tweak the process, and by the way, when hearing God, like people hear God. I do journaling exercises and teach people how to journal what God's saying to them. And the biggest enemy for people hearing God is actually the idea of, oh, it's just me. And so God will start to flow, but they have that inner editor, that inner critic that's like, this isn't God, this is just me, I'm just fooling myself, this is terrible, I mean, I'm sinful for even trying. It's praise God we have an inner editor, otherwise we would release to the world like not our best completed work. We need to finish the work, and that's the second stage of the process, the editing. But today what I'm trying to tell you is, if you want to get broken into the thing, make it not count. Write it as a journal entry instead of as a blog post. Write it on a piece of paper instead of typing it, right? Write it on my whiteboard with marker. That thing is amazing because it feels like it doesn't count. As long as it feels like it doesn't count, I can get into creative flow and the Spirit of God can move. And I think this is true across the board. Like all the great musicians know this, right? Like they say things like, if you think, you stink. And they say things like, if you think you wrote the music, no, the music comes to you to flow through you. You didn't make it. That's arrogant. These people are tuned into this reality. I've said enough. Anyway, I don't even know if I've covered my ideas of the day, but I've talked long enough. Love you. Make something today. Make something crappy. All right? You have no need to make it perfect.